Today we are going to talk about the national symbols of Singapore. It is an archipelagic country-island country. Various groups of islands combine together as a single unit to make up the state of Singapore. It is located in Southeast Asia. The National Day of Singapore is 9th of August. It is celebrated every year to commemorate the independence of Singapore from Malaysia in 1965. National anthem of the Singapore is titled as Majulah Singapura. It means Onward Singapore. It was written and composed by Zubair Said in 1958. It was adopted in 1965 after independence of Singapore. By law, the anthem must be sung with Malay lyrics. In National Flag of Singapore, the design features a horizontal bicolor of red above white, overlaid in the upper left quadrant by a white crescent moon facing a pentagon of 5 small white stars which are 5-pointed. The elements of the flag denote a young nation on the ascendant, universal brotherhood and equality, and national ideals. The design of the national emblem of Singapore includes at the center of the emblem a red shield bearing a white crescent, a new moon, representing a young nation on the ascendant, and 5 white stars, representing democracy, peace, progress, justice, and equality, supported by a lion and a tiger, representing Singapore's namesake and the country's historical ties to the Malay Peninsula. Below them is a blue ribbon inscribed with Majulah Singapura in gold. National language of Singapore is Malay. The official languages are English, Singaporean Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. The capital of Singapore is called by the name of Singapore City State. The name Singapore comes from the Malay words Singa for lion and Pura for city. The national currency of Singapore is the Singapore dollar denoted by the science dollar, and the code is SGD. National dress of Singapore is called Baju Kurung. It is a name given to the outfit for both male and female. The male costume is recognized as Baju Melayu and the female version as Baju Kurung. The female version is a baggy full-length outfit which is paired with a long skirt and a collarless blouse with long sleeves which extends down to the hips or sometimes even knees, often worn with a headscarf. The male alternative includes a baggy shirt with long sleeves and is worn with long trousers worn usually with a sampan, 3/4 piece of garment wrapped around mid-body and goes down to knees. The national colors of Singapore is red and white. The red color stands for universal brotherhood and equality of man. The white color signifies everlasting purity and virtue. A national poet of Singapore is Edwin Thumboo. He was born in 1933 and is a Singaporean poet and academic who is regarded as one of the pioneers of English literature in Singapore. National airline of Singapore is called Singapore Airlines, abbreviated as SAA or SQ. It is the flag carrier of the country and was founded in 1947. It has also been ranked as the world's best airline 4 times. The National Museum of Singapore is a public museum dedicated to Singaporean art, culture, and history. It is located in Singapore City State. It is the oldest museum in the country, with its history dating back to when it was first established in 1849. The National Library of Singapore is the flagship National Library of Singapore. A subsidiary of the National Library Board, NLB, it is located on an area of 11,304 square meters. It is located in downtown Singapore City State and is the largest public library in Singapore. The Singapore National Stadium is a multi-purpose stadium in Kallang, Singapore. It was opened in 2014. The 55,000-seat facility serves as the home stadium of the Singapore national football team and is the centerpiece of the Singapore Sports Hub project. Football is considered as the national sport of Singapore. It is arguably the most popular spectator sport in Singapore. Singapore has its own national football team and a professional football league, known as the Singapore Premier League. National River of Singapore is called by the name of Singapore River that flows across 3.2 kilometers and feeds into the Marina Reservoir in the southern part of Singapore. National Mountain of Singapore is Bukit Timah Hill. It is the highest natural peak in Singapore. Its altitude is 164 meters above sea level. The National Park of Singapore is East Coast Park. It is not only the most popular, but also the largest 1.85 Sakam Park in Singapore. It was built on reclaimed land and offers various activities from water sports to mini golf course. The Singapore Zoo is considered as the National Zoo of Singapore. Formerly known as the Singapore Zoological Gardens or Mandai Zoo, is a 28 hectares property located in Mandai, Singapore, and consists of 15,000 animals. National Forest of Singapore is Bukit Timah Nature Reserve. It is the largest surviving primary rainforest in Singapore. Some of the trees in this forest are a few centuries old. National Tree of Singapore is the Tembusu. It is a hardwood, slow-growing and evergreen tree, which can reach the heights of 30 to 55 meters. Its bark is dark brown and deeply fissured. National Flower of Singapore is Vanda Miss Joaquim. It is significant for its resilience and year-round blooming quality. National Animal of Singapore is Lion. It is significant as it is a powerful and historic symbol of Singapore's status as the Lion City and symbolizes three national values: courage, excellence, and strength. National Bird of Singapore is Crimson Sunbird. National Fruit of Singapore is Durian. National Dish of Singapore is called as Chicken Rice. It consists of steamed chicken served with rice cooked in chicken stock, and it's served with chili sauce and cucumber garnishes. National Sweet of Singapore is Pandan Chiffon Cake. The main ingredient of this succulent dessert is the pandan leaves, whose juice is used to give an authentic flavor and vibrant green color to the cake along with coconut milk, which provides the cake with a creamy consistency. The Singapore Sling is considered as the national drink of Singapore. It is a gin-based cocktail that also contains pineapple juice and lime juice. There are 11 national holidays of Singapore which are observed each year. Singapore gross national income is 558.7 billion PPP dollars. Thanks for watching.